Hello, Musto006 Rector. I want to be the Citadel Part 7. Last time, lucky you, I had a bit of a nightmare on a particular stage of World 6 and one particular part of the boss fight, so we got to see a bit more. Yay! And I expect we're going to be continuing in much the same vein, because, yeah, World 7, probably, well, what the, let's find out. I would say it's roughly about the kind of the same difficulty as World 6, so, yeah, we'll kind of just see how things go. Apparently not well at the beginning anyway. Watch out for that little thing there at the bottom there. So yeah, invisible or fake floor. So yeah, when you get through that spike shaft, just move over enough to the right in order to clear that. The main gimmick, which you'll kind of see listed throughout stage 7, are these bombs. And when we get down to them, or I suppose when I get to it, I don't really want to screw up when we get there. I'm sure you'll kind of see it naturally anyway, but. Oh yeah, just to prove it. Whoa! Thanks for the lag there. Just to prove a point. Maybe now I can demonstrate. Okay, so yeah. Touch them, you die. Shoot them. They blow up all the spikes on the screen, but they also get rid of all the bombs, but you also die as well. So yeah, don't touch them, don't shoot them, stay the hell away from them. Oh, I'm going to demonstrate another point. I don't know if I can actually. Believe me, the one above that is a troll block as well. Damn it! Ah, now I kind of wish I had bothered to bugger about. It would have been a less embarrassing death. But yeah, you can't go through through that area to the left. You have to go over to the over on the right. You have to go over to the left. Yeah, now I'm really wishing I'd cleared that or hadn't died so horribly there. Some of the spikes you'll have noticed do go away, so it does make the return journey going through that area the second time a little bit easier, but still, I clearly managed to screw up on it still, so yeah. Rest of the screen shouldn't be that bad at all, provided I can get by this jump at the top, and I don't have a nightmare on mini spikes, or I don't screw up in any manner of other ways in which I seem to be at the moment. What is going on with there? Oh, come on, that jump is not difficult. It's not difficult. Thank you. Now don't screw up on the rest. Right. Yeah, as I was kind of saying, prove another point. Yeah, so the rest of the screen is really nothing, and well, there you go. This one has its moments. Yeah, possibly one of the trickier ones, I'd say. This first jump is kind of awkward. You have to kind of know where the spikes are going to trigger, how the blocks are going to move, and yeah, and clearing that first jump is actually a lot trickier than I kind of apparently made it look clear. But yeah, believe me, that's kind of tricky. But don't worry, we've still got a tricky bit down at the bottom right. That's going to cause me no end of annoyance, I guarantee you. Thank you, and that was all done rather nicely. I wasn't expecting that bit to be troublesome, I must admit, but yeah, oh well. Round the house jumps, or cliff jumps, or whatever, and I do like the fact that you can see below me that if you do screw it up, which I'm liable to do now since I died, you don't instantly die, or it's not like a complete failure. It's not like a pit below you that you can't not fall in, or a spike that you have to land on. The creator was nice enough to leave, safe platform over on the left-hand side for you to, move over to the left and survive, which is nice. But yeah, on to probably the trickiest bits, maybe of the whole stage. Don't know. We'll see how it all kind of pans out. Not only this jump, which is kind of annoying. With spikes, it would kind of be okay. With I probably screwed this up. There's something I wanted to do here in order to make this a little bit difficult. I'm sorry, a little bit difficult. Blur. A little bit easier for myself. A little bit more difficult. Why would I want to do that? Jesus. Yeah, I want to rub up against this wall. I have a feeling that line is just slightly beneficial for that jump. It clearly wasn't there because I was under the spike and I hadn't moved far enough over to the left, so that was just terrible on my part. But I think, just from looking at it, I think if I position myself well here, that actually rubbing up against that right-hand wall there, I think gives me a better line in order to get through. But this jump here, this would be kind of okay with the normal kind of spike hitboxes, but with these bomb boxes, the hitbox is just that little bit more awkward. Why? And yeah, it's a huge pain, believe me, to get through. I know I've done that quite a few times now, and I'm actually really quite impressed with myself. But that can be a little bit annoying. And yeah, I do think there's something to that align. I have to say, I do think there's something to rubbing up against that wall that just makes that bit easier to clear. Oh yeah, another lovely fake troll block there. So yeah, when you dip down and go into that spike, you need a bit more clearance than you think you're otherwise going to get. Just from memory, I don't think this screen holds too many problems, other than possibly the top middle bit. That's about the only area of the screen that I can, or just from sight, that I think should give me really any problems, as long as I can remember where everything is. Well, I should demonstrate something here. So I'm going to screw up here, but yeah, I know I'm telling you in advance I'm going to screw up by hitting that switch. You do not want to hit that switch. You'd think you would do, because if you hit this switch, you clear those spikes away, but no, they go away anyway. So yeah, you do not, damn it, you don't want to hit that switch. You will die. So yeah, just ride the platform up, and yeah, you'll be absolutely fine. And hopefully don't screw up the final jump twice. Not that it's the easiest to pull off, but oh, and it's still one of those ones that I keep saying, with the jump kind of in between spikes where you've got one hanging from the the right kind of area, or the the right hand side of your jump. This one basically that's hanging down. I always seem to hit the base of that, and it's rather annoying. But, I'm actually quite surprised I got through that double block bit, so about above my head now, as quickly as I did, because that I thought might give me a little bit of trouble. Not too much, but just a little bit. Excuse me, I can tell my voice is going. I might have to pause the recording and get a drink once I've maybe cleared the screen or something. This bit, don't do that. Hit both switches and hopefully find the gap at the bottom there between the two spikes. There's probably different ways where you could hit. So for instance, I could try and hit that on the way down and give myself a bit more breathing time to make this jump, but dealer's choice, whatever you prefer on that one. I must admit I kind of probably prefer to do that, although fun enough I'm having better success doing it the other way, so I might just stick to what I was doing, because that was actually working out rather well. But yeah, definitely going to take a drink when I clear this screen. There shouldn't really be anything. Yeah, they look like there might be an annoying spike there, but you get down to a certain point, and yeah, the spike goes away. Hopefully, yeah. I will take a quick pause there because my voice is going. Right, let's pick things up again. Hopefully, with a bit of a better voice. I have to say, yeah, this screen, compared to the other ones anyway, is well, let's just say it's yeah, a whole lot easier. There's not really any particular maneuver here or anything that's that tricky. That spike shaft looks very threatening, but when you realise, or that there's a troll block sort of halfway down that is very much to your benefit, because it stops your fall, means that you can gets you up on the area to the on the sort of middle topish area where there's a save point and everything. So yeah, while that spike shaft looks intimidating, yeah, really not, because you find that halfway down you'll get a huge break. And as you can clearly see, this screen really is nothing at all. Just kind of skipping ahead. This one, I reckon, probably the bottom. That was a bit lucky. I forgot about that trigger. Good thing I set off quite quickly. And yeah, now I know it's there, and I can just simply do that. Yeah. I figure here the bottom right is probably going to be the most tricky bit. Save for that, I don't think there's anything too bad, but yeah, bottom right, I reckon could be tricky. Maybe this jump. Oh no, got it. Good. So yeah, this is kind of full of, so that jump I don't particularly like. I definitely don't like this jump. I don't like this one either. Or this one. And you've got to be kidding me. Wow, and I'm like, this jump, this jump, this jump, this jump, oh, this jump. First time on the whole lot of them. You're joking me. Oh, that's amazing. And yeah, wouldn't you know it, it's another bit that seems to be causing me huge problems. Believe me, the rest is, well, I swear I would expect that bottom right bit to be the most difficult, but yeah, the rest, just from looking at it, the rest I can't believe is going to trip me up that much longer. Yeah, there's not really much to it. There's this one jump here which is sort of akin to, well, the Christmas tree ones again, which I don't really like, but once you kind of get into a rhythm, they're generally okay. I do remember that both of those are fake, so knowing that, I'm okay. And we've got a button mashing bit at the top, but yeah, it's fine. And once we get through that, we get to the final screen before, or the final screen of this level before the boss, or at least I think so, unless I've completely misremembered it. And again, not terribly difficult really. Unfortunately, I can't hit the save here. It's a good thing there weren't any bombs sort of around at that height, or I would have just completely screwed myself over. But yeah, going up the top is not too difficult either. Two ways you could go here. I must admit, I tend to prefer to go up, just because trying to get in between that spike and the bomb is really quite tricky. And sure, it's doable, but that's the way I much prefer to get up there. Unfortunately, you can't say, I don't believe I did that. I was trying to prove a point. That was atrocious on my part. Oh, I should have just stayed like on the safety of the platform. I will do that now and demonstrate again. So yeah, you can't save. I don't know why I went over to the left and jumped up and down, because then I clearly hit the bomb. So yeah, once you clear that sort of kind of little bit of a tricky area above the E there, of the creator's name, there you go. Yeah, you don't want to die on this bit. And wow, I was just about to say, there's a ton of room there. You really shouldn't die. So yeah, second time, hopefully I'm not going to screw it up. There's ample room there. You really shouldn't die. That was just terrible. And we do indeed have the boss. And yeah, I think, to be honest, this is one of those ones where there's a certain phase that's rather difficult. But beyond that, as long as I remember where I need to stand for everything, and I think I've got a fairly good idea, because this took quite a bit of time first go. But again, once you get into a rhythm and you replay, particularly the early patterns, you know, quite a bit, then you kind of get an idea of where you need to stand. So I'm kind of assuming I will die, and I'll talk about those earlier phases later. But it's this phase. I hate this phase, but I kind of seem to have got an idea, kind of something set up here where I just kind of move left and right. To be honest, I must admit I was expecting to die there. I'm not necessarily as kind of boastful as this sounds, expecting to die much on anything else. Possibly this phase, because it's a little bit random and I could get screwed over. But in all honesty, that second, well, the one I was talking about, where you've got to get in between the, I'm a bit cornered here. Nope, still done it. Is probably the most tricky. And once you get by that, the rest is not so bad at all. Apologies, I may not get to talk much about this boss at all, but some of the phases are kind of annoying, so I'm definitely not going to die and show it off. In this phase, by the way, in those earlier phases, you just continue. If you just shoot, you aim up at the boss, so you don't have to jump up and hit him back. You can't jump up and hit him because you haven't got infinite jump at that point in time. You've only got it now. So yeah, just shoot, and your shots will automatically home in on the target. For that bit there, you don't shoot at all. It's just kind of like a timing thing. So you survive long enough, then yeah, you'll just get through, so you don't have to shoot or anything like that. And you can infinite jump there. This one, you kind of stay on the ground, so you're kind of like as far away from the projectiles as possible. Beyond that, it's pretty straightforward, and as long as I dodge this, we're going to have a first goer. Fortunately, those leaves, or maple leaves, don't kill you. And wow, can't believe that. Cannot believe that. Not only did that world go by insanely quickly, but first tried the boss. Wow. Honestly, wow. So we're going to have quite a short one again this time. But yeah, rather than leave a teaser, we're certainly not done. there's a stage 8. Yeah, to be expected, I suppose. But we will definitely say that for another time. Can't believe World 7 went that well. That was amazing. Can't believe it. World 8 will not go that well. World 8 will be back to roughly World 6 levels, or World 6's video length. But yeah, you can maybe tell my voice is going again, so that's definitely a good time to leave it anyway. Glad I cleared the world so easily, so that my voice doesn't get completely screwed. But yeah, I will see you next time for part 8, World 8, and if things go reasonably well, it will probably be the last part of this Let's Play. So yeah, I will see you hopefully next time for part 8. Cheerio.